segments. There were two of those most recently, and a long time ago I had covered that topic, but I just didn't like the way my audio was coming out in terms of my voice. So the drumming was one level, the audio for my narrative was another level. So I redid them, and I just think it's a really important topic anyway, if you're going to want to play in a jazz group, small, medium, or large. So today we want to get into, okay, what are we going to do with our left hand? Because the other ones were all about, you know, what we might do with hi-hat or with a ride cymbal. Okay, so let's get right into it. Some of the basics, just right now we're going to stick with, for this first part, we're going to stick with just the basic time. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Okay? Now what's one of the most fundamental or basic things you could start practicing, this is methods of practicing and ways of developing vocabulary, is play quarter notes on the snare drum with the left hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then you could play, you know, 1, or 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, or just 4, any one of them, just quarter notes. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. We covered this a little bit when we did bebop basic comping. There's a segment, a video on that too. Okay, so just 1, 2, 3, 4 with your left hand. We're focusing on what do you do with your left hand for right now. Okay. So then, what about the and? Like one triplet, we're in triplet world. So what about the lets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, or let. And then finally, these are the real basic fundamentals that you would get probably from a variety of sources, but we're just packaging it all up here. All right, you'd have the, what's called a lot of times the shuffle beat, the left-handed shuffle beat. Our Blakey used to use it for this, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. So it's 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So those are three basic ways of working on your comping before we get into any of the little alternatives that I will mention to you. So you could have choices right there. Okay, now back to the second segment of this, where we had all those cymbal pattern variations. You're going to be able to work with them right now. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. So that figure, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3. You can now take any one of those beats and place it on the snare drum. So for starters, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Running pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 1. Okay, so we had two other cymbal pattern variations. Here's another one of them. We had 1. So So with this now comping, okay, and then we had lots off, lots off, lots off, lots off. Okay, and even another one. All working triplets. So you just go back to the simple pattern variations, and then you start breaking these down. You can write them out, obviously, just to have a permanent record for yourself. But on the other hand, you're also just training your ear. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, right? 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 2 triplet, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 3, 2, 3 triplet, 4, 4 triplet, 2 triplet, 3, 4 triplet, 1, and then 4 bars at a time. And then you can start. Anywhere you want in that 5-beat sequence, you can drop the snare drum in. That's the first logical step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. Now, go back to the very beginning of this video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then introduce this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Oh, it's a blast, and it's basic, and with just a little bit of ear training, and then you coordinate your neuromuscular system, you can have a lot of vocabulary right at your fingertips without, as I often say, having to memorize a series of lines in a book. That's also helpful, but it's just different. This is so bedrock that I don't know how to get underneath that, it's just that's the earth's surface here of this jazz comping thing. Hello subscribers, I know that at the end of the video that you just saw, Basic Comping Part 1A, it seemed to cut off very abruptly. That's because I had it in a format that was a little longer, and I decided to cut it in half. So this is the ending of Part 1A, and then I'll be putting Part 1B out next week, and it'll be important for you to kind of follow. That one will be easier to follow after you watch this one. So that's 1A. There's a few more interesting patterns in section 1B, and when you put them all together, it should make it a strong foundation for you to start jazz comping, thinking about what do I do with my left hand. And most of it, as you'll notice, is going to be ride cymbal and snare drum. You'll see that later on you'll start using creativity to introduce different drums, which will give you the different tonal qualities. Okay, so that's the end of